Hi, Joe.
Hi, Megan.
Do you have a friend?
Yes.
Well, how do they know that you're their friend?
I don't know.
Did you give them a friendship bracelet?
No.
Well, why not?
Because I don't know how to make them.
Well, let's learn how to make friendship bracelets. So how do you make that into that? To make friendship bracelets, you need just a few items. First, you need string. Second, you need little plastic string holders. Third, you need a box to hold your string. And then fourth, you need safety pins. And all of these items can be picked up at your local Walmart or Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any crafty place ever. Okay, first thing you need to do is buy some string. Check. Next thing you need to do is unwind the string. So stick your finger through that little hole and take off these. So you got yourself a nice little bracelet. Then you want to wind your string onto a plastic thing like this. Now that you got your string all wound up, you can organize it in your bin. And if you're like me, you can be OCD about it and organize it in colored form. Voila! Next, we're going to discuss a few different types of friendship bracelets. There's the easiest kind that looks like this. This is the beginner type that we'll start with. Then, if you want, you can get cool books like this to show you how to make more. There's an extended version of that kind that looks like this. And then the one that we will attempt to learn is the chevron. And that one looks like this. And then there's a few different kinds. As you get more advanced, you can make knotted and braided ones, the zigzag one, or my favorite is the totem pole, which looks like that. But we won't get to that today. Okay. Now it's time to start making our bracelet. So, we have our string, and we have our pins. And the other two things that we're going to need from around the house are a pillow and scissors. So now we need to pick our colors, and we need 4 colors. So we need 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, the next thing we need to do is find the edge of each one and unwind it a little bit. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to grab all of the ends. Now some bracelets that we make require more string than others, but in general, when you're making a bracelet, you want it to be about your arm's length right to your chest. So now that we've measured it, we can take our scissors and cut it. Now we've got our string. Now we need to tie a knot, so just like a normal knot. Tie. I missed a string, that's okay. Tie a knot so that there's lots of string left over at the end, so you can tie it on afterwards. Now you've got your knot. Now we need a safety pin. And then take the safety pin and you stick it right through the knot without poking yourself. Made my knot too hard. Okay, I got it. Okay, then you take your safety pin and you pin it to your pillow. And now we're ready to start making some knots. Okay, first we're going to make the easiest kind of bracelet. So you want to take one color and separate it from the other three. And you want to keep the other three in a bunch like this. So you want to hold the 3 strings with your right hand and the 1 string with your left hand. Then you're going to cross the string over. Now you want to pull it over to make a 4, just like that. Then you want to tuck the string under and through the hole of the 4 like that. Pull it tight, and pull it all the way up nice and tight. And then you're going to keep it on that side and do the same thing. So what I like to do is I like to take my pointer finger and pull it over, and then other pointer finger, pull it under. Tight and up. And we do that 10 times. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So once you get to your 10, you can add that color to your other strings and take out another color. And then you want to do the same thing. So pull it over, pointer finger to make the 4, other pointer finger to pull it through. And do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So once you get it to the length desired, you're going to tie another knot at the bottom and then save some excess so you can tie it to that, and you are going to cut it. Boom. And there you have your first friendship bracelet. It's so easy, even Joe behind the camera here can make it.
Haha.
And then you can just tie it right on yourself or your friend. Voila! Okay. So now that we've learned how to make the easy kind of friendship bracelet, we're going to move on to a little more complicated one called the chevron. Ooh. Okay. So it starts off the same as the other one. Grab your 4 colors and get the ends out. And for this one, we're going to need our string to be a little longer because it requires more knots to be tied. So for this one, unravel them, and you're going to pull it all the way over to your other shoulder, like that. So from your finger to your shoulder, and cut. And then this one's a little different. Instead of tying a knot here, we fold it in half, and at the loop end is where we tie a knot. So make a little loop, and then there's your knot. Then again, we're going to take our pin and put it through the knot. And we're going to grab our pillow, and if you're somewhere that doesn't have a pillow, you can pin it right to your pants. But we have a pillow, so we're going to use the pillow. Alright, the organization for these strings are a little different too. So you want to start out taking out one color and put it on the opposite side. So it's the first one on both sides. So we'll start out with green, and then we're going to put purple, it's number 2, on both sides. And then we can put orange and then the two middle ones will be pink. So you want to make sure that and they get tangled at the top, but that's okay. So make sure they're both the same on both sides. Green, purple, orange, and pink. So now here's what we're going to do. We grab the first string and the second string, and that's it. We'll put the first string over the second one and make our 4. Tuck it under and pull it up. And we're going to do that 2 times, so keep it pulled over. Make your 4, pull it under, tight, and up. And then we put that other string away. Now we move on to the third string. We pull the first string over, make the 4, pull it through, up, 1, over, 4, through, up, 2. We put that string away. Now we move on to the fourth string. Pull the first string over, make our 4, pull it through, up 1, over, 4, through, up, and we put it away. Now that side's done. Okay, so now we're moving to the other side, and this is where it gets tricky. So instead of pulling your first string over like this, you are pulling it so that the 4 is backwards. And then under this way and up. So that's called a backwards knot. So instead of pulling it over this way and having your 4 look like that, you're keeping it on that side and making your 4 that way and pulling it up 2 times. Then you put that string away. Then you move to the third string and make your backwards 4, through, pull it up. Keep it on that side, backwards 4, through, up. And that's 2. So we're done with that. Then we're on the fourth string. So don't pull it over, but make your backwards 4, through, up, keep it over, backwards 4, through, and up. And then with that. So now these two are in the middle. And you want to do the same backwards 4, through and up, and then pull it over and make another 4 and up. So that's our first string. Then we start all over. And now the purple string is our first one. So then you just keep going. So as you can see, it's starting to turn into a chevron, and all of the colors have kind of found their place. So it is hard in the beginning to get them settled, but once you've made a few rows, everything gets more organized. So now you just got to keep going and keep tying a lot of knots. It takes a long time for this one to be made, but once you start seeing what it's looking like, it's really fun to keep going and know that it's going to be a super sweet bracelet. So, once you learn to first tying your first knot with the 4, it's really easy to move on and start learning different kinds of bracelets. You just have to remember to have your string, have your pin, and then tie your 4s, whether they're frontwards or they're backwards. And you can turn out having some really, really awesome bracelets. And the coolest one that I've learned is to write words into the bracelets. But that takes a lot of time and learning. But you'll get there someday.